More Trench Crusade lore. Let's talk about one of the major players in the Infernal side, Beelzebub. He has his own factions, the Order of the Fly, the Cult of the Black Grail. We're going to talk about a bit of all that. But first let's talk about the man himself. Beelzebub, as in a lot of the lore, from what I'm gathering, is a fallen angel, formerly one of God's favored sons. Now what's Beelzebub's goal? Well, he has two of them. Destroy all of creation, we'll get to how he plans to do that in a moment, it's pretty horrific, and take the throne of God. The center of his army is the city of Ekron, but he doesn't live there. He works through his heralds. He's still sitting in hell. He's trying to avoid too much heavenly intervention, so he stays where he lives. But let's talk about his means and methods. Earlier I mentioned the Cult of the Black Grail. Well, we need to know what the Black Grail is to begin with. The Black Grail is a plague or disease created by Beelzebub himself. When infected, people will start growing big giant tumors, festering weeping sores, and eventually dissolve and be reshaped into Beelzebub's minion. They tend to be insectoid human hybrid things, like this, and the method of spread is a cloud of flies spread by Lord Beelzebub himself. Some people are crazy enough to drink from the Black Grail, so to speak, themselves. They will willingly take on the disease and go through all kinds of torture, lobotomies, shocks, all to make them the perfect soldiers for Beelzebub. If you're not picking it up, this disease kinda turns them into zombies. So we got a zombie plague in this game, which is pretty cool. If we're not picking it up, Beelzebub is kind of the gross, fleshy type devil. I couldn't find a picture of him himself in the game, but I found a few of his heralds, as you can see. And I think he's a pretty interesting character, because a lot of the time when we see these ones that want to take the throne of God and so forth, they tend to be the Draculean types. You know, suave and all that. They kind of flip that trope on its head, and I think that's pretty cool. Of course, I don't know what the guy looks like. Who knows? Maybe just his minions are ugly. So basically a guy who wants to destroy and then rule everything. He does so with a cloud of flies and a plague that basically melts people and reshapes them into his zombie slaves. And he's got a real thing for the gross and fleshy aesthetic. Definitely has a Diablo feel to it. I really like it. Vae Victis, save awesome, more Trench Crusade lore ahead, because I'm really getting into this.